Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Minecraft Bedrock Homesteading Episode 3. It's Episode 3 already. Today we're going to jump straight into working on the outside section, which is going to be out here, surrounding our lovely starter house. And I'm basically just going to fence off a little plot around it, nice and easy. And in that little plot, we're going to create some veggie gardens. I'm thinking I want to keep this tree, but I want to upgrade it a little bit. So we're probably going to do that this episode as well. And just generally make this area feel more homely. So let's go sleep and then let's jump straight into it. We're just going to do a nice simple wooden fence design to go around our starter house, which will be the beginning of our homestead. And I've got some more intricate fences kind of lined up down the line, but for now this will do the trick. Let's go out to here and then across. Now obviously I'm using a bit of wood. That's not the right spot, but I think it's worth it, and I'm happy to invest the materials. Perfect. A nice square around that gives us our sort of starter space. And happy days. And add the fences to this. Am I gonna have enough? I do believe that I am. So that is the fence all squared away, which obviously it's more maneuverable from the inside than the out, but that's okay. Just cut it away slightly here, because now I need some decoration and some fence gates so that we can actually go in and out of the fence. Alright, for now we're going to add 3 exits. One here, one here, and one here. Then I also want to go through and clear out all of the grass. And I'm also going to level it out a little bit by placing some dirt. So for instance, patches such as this, I'm going to fill in to make it just a little bit leveler and a little bit easier to work with. With our space flattened out a little and cleared out, it is easier to tell what we've got to work with. Pathing, I think, will be the next thing. Let's connect our gates to our deck using some pathing. For the paths, I'm going to start out by knocking up a kind of simple path design using path dirt. And then I will sort of expand it out as I'm building it. So we'll go up here, and bam. Then let's curve it a little more like so. And we add the detail of coarse dirt, regular dirt, and with a little bit of work, that's the result. It's a mixture of coarse dirt, path dirt, gravel, a little bit of regular dirt, some grassy, and then the stone buttons just to add kind of some pebbles along the way. And I think that looks great. I'm going to add some bushes along the side as we go along, and I got to do the same thing for that one over there, connecting this door and this door to this gate, and this one is going to run along the side down to this gate over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've made some more paths. Obviously I built this one originally, and now I've got one over to the gate over here, and I've got one alongside the house over here, and then if we go in here and out here, I've got one to this gate over here. But that's not all. For anyone who watched the stream last Tuesday, I added my first sort of crop garden, a raised garden bed of wheat, and I built a spider farm, which I also added a path to. Wow, a very long path. In fact, it's a phenomenally long path. It goes over here, down here, and let me tell you, that's not cheap on the resources. I gathered a lot of dirt, a lot of gravel, and a lot of stone for this. And this is the spider farm. So just simple cobblestone steps for now. We can upgrade that later. But we go down here, through this little tunnel, through these gates, and bam! Spider farm is right here. And I've been using it a little, that's why I'm level 31. But this is my little AFK room, and I stumbled across a couple of ores while I was making it, and I left them because I love that as a detail. But the spiders spawn down the back in the chamber, and then flow all the way down here to our unaliving chamber. A couple of swings of the sword, and XP, and string, and spider's eyes. So that's what I was doing live on stream, and you know, if you want to go check it out, look up Boggling10 over on Twitch. I am trying to go live there once a week, but we shall see how it goes. The last thing that I want to do in today's episode is upgrade this little tree, because it's kind of cute. It's kind of just vibing here next to the house, and it's cute, but I think it deserves a bit of customizing, and I think it would just make this whole picture look just that little bit prettier. So maybe it's time for a cheeky little time lapse. Custom tree is done. Bam. And I think it looks fantastic. I of course am biased, but I think that looks lovely. There's a big hole there. I think it adds a nice little bit of character. Custom trees aren't really my jam. I don't do a lot of them, but I think it's nice. I think it's a nice addition to that spot. So if we come over here, which is where it really matters, that's nice. I like it. Maybe it could be a little bit taller, but overall I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's nice. So I think that's where we're going to end today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please, if you're free, head over, check out the Twitch, and you know, we're live streaming over there, so come hang out. This is episode 3 done, and I've got a few things in mind for episode 4, but we'll see how we go. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hooroo!